of the similar nature. You understand?
Yes, yes.
So the people of the book who are referred to in this verse are certainly those among them who have not rejected Hazrat Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Yet they have not accepted him either.
Yes.
So this scenario leads us to a group of people who either never heard of Islam or did not have access to examine Islam by being given an opportunity to understand the messages of Islam and examine its truth. If as such they are incapable of reaching Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah Sallam, and the issue of rejection or acceptance does not arise with them, and yet they believe in what they believe in Torah and Moses and other prophets, and they are consistent in their belief to a degree that they follow it, support it with acts of righteousness. What do you think should be Allah's attitude to them?
Mercy on them.
This is exactly what the verse says. So the people are very clearly defined. They are those of the Ahl Kitab who are true and honest in their belief to a degree that they also practice what they believe in. There is no inconsistency in their belief and their actions. If they remember God, they wake up at nights and remember Him with love, how should Allah make them the recipient of His wrath? As far as the issue of belief in Hazrat Rasul Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is concerned, it is not mentioned here because there is a large number of such people who do not have means to learn about Rasul Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and to be in a position to sift the truth from the falsehood. So there is still a large number of people in England as well who never heard of true message of Islam, who only heard one-sided stories about Rasul Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and they were never given a genuine chance to accept him. So if there are honest people among them, God-loving people, they can be distinguished from the rest of the same category, same broader category, by the fact that they do not indulge in unnecessary hostility towards Islam, uncalled for hostility towards Islam. They remain quiet and remote and keep aloof, yet they continue to be good. All such people have been promised in this verse that Allah would show mercy to them and will not bring them to account for something which was beyond their capability to understand and to accept. Right?
Jazakallah.
Right.
Assalamu
alaikum.
Hazur, going back to Sabaz Ishtihar, I haven't read it recently and I don't have the text of it in mind, but my own impression is when I read it that perhaps it had two parts.
It certainly has two parts. There is no question of perhaps about it.
The first part pertains to Al-Muslim Maud Anhu, which was obviously in direct answer to the plea of the Hindus of Qadian.
You see, this is a very complicated affair. I don't think this is a fit forum for discussion because we do not have the words of the Ilham before us. Ahmadi scholars have written on this issue many a time before. Lengthy sort of debates have been covered by Ahmadi newspapers and magazines, and nobody objected to such differences of opinion. So you better have access to these articles, essays, etc., and then with the help of them you'll be able to better understand. One thing is certain, that not one person is being prophesied, but two. And two in different capacities, different forms, different purposes to serve. But different purposes belonging to the same general category of the service of Islam. So this ilham of, this prophecy of what we call green paper, sabaz ishtihar, has to be studied in depth, and not only banking on your own wisdom and cleverness, but banking on the prayer which you must beg of Allah to make you and help you understand the true meaning and reach out those hidden meaning which so far has not been revealed. Right? Please. Why didn't you move in front when the chair was vacant? So you have lost your right yourself. Yes?
Assalamu alaikum, Hazur. Recent disclosures in the press have shown that the car makers Mercedes used human corpses in testing in simulated car crashes, and it recently transpired that other American companies and even British companies have also used human corpses to some extent. Do you feel that this is morally acceptable to use human corpses in simulated car crashes?
It all depends on who possessed those bodies, who had the right, who had the right over them. The state does not have a right, in case of a nondescript corpse, to utilize it for anything except for decent burial. But those corpses which belong to some people, that is the nearest of kin and kith, if they are used for some purpose for the benefit of the society, whereby they do not object to it, those who have the right of possession of those corpses. The Holy Quran refers to such right as wali. So even the dead bodies have a wali. So that is to say, those who inherit a dead person, they also become the wali of that person. So if they permit readily, then there is no reason why there should be any objection against it, because it has not been mentioned anywhere that such usage is haram or prohibited.
Thank you very much.
Right. Again, the fundamental principle of death versus life. Death can be made to serve life. Life can't be made to serve the dead or death. So it is the service to life for which the dead corpses are being used. And moreover, by society we do not care for morality anyway, in more serious areas. Why must they concentrate on these small areas of doubtful nature to express their sense of morality?
Thank you.
Hazur, I have two or three questions, if you allow me, please.
First, it depends. Let's take it on the stride.
First one is, sir, Allah is Ghafurur Rahim.
This is not a question.
According to the Holy Quran, Satan, Iblis, only disobeyed one commandment of Allah by saying, Ana khairum minhu.
Right.
Why is he punished
what
until
did it
the
mean?
day of judgment?
What did it mean, that first refusal?
It is he was proud.
No, but what followed from that? Out of the pride, what was the decision taken by him? Not to follow.
Not to obey God, yeah.
So, is it one command?